Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my Fortnite videos. We're going to be looking into the Cocoa 45 light ammo pistol that has penetrating shots that penetrate opponents and bounce off walls. Pretty interesting weapon. It is an event weapon that you should absolutely get right now because it is like one of those limited time kind of things. So regardless of what you think about the weapon, I definitely think you should get it right now, if not for anything else then for the opponent penetrating shots. I'm leveling up mine to power level 130. Just going to be taking a break here where you can see the obsidian and shadow shard path and the difference that it is going to make on the weapon. I mean, lower fire rate but more DPS if you go shadow shard path. And this is a light ammo weapon with projectiles that can damage multiple opponents multiple times, which means that I really want as much power in every bullet as possible. So I'm actually going shadow shot with it, going sunbeam all the way up to crazy pains, because I'm just going to be taking a ride, or rather I did take a ride in a power level 100 zone actually this time around. So the perks on this weapon is pretty interesting. You can get 3 critical perks on it, and you can change the elemental damage on it, and it has fixed affliction damage for 6 seconds. So you can nudge things around here a great deal. I've just been burning almost all of my perk on getting a lot of my items up to power level 130 and optimizing their perks now that we can craft things at a lower tier. So I'm a little bit down right now, but I decided just to give it a little bit of a nudge so that I could compare it just a little bit more with the real weapons that I had, getting a few bugs in relation to upgrading the perks, but it wasn't something that I couldn't work around. So you can get like 2 critical chance or crit rating rolls on it, and 1 crit damage, or 2 crit damage, 1 crit rating. Those are like the things I feel for anyway. And instead of the reload speed, I decided to go with a magazine size, because we have a magazine size of 8 on this pistol, and I just feel that is way too little. The reload time is also like kinda meh, but I would rather have a larger mag size than I would have a faster reload time, because faster mag size is more that I can just burn right away, and then I can reload in between waves whenever I do different kind of things. So this here is pretty much how the weapon was when I took it out for a spin in a power level 100 mission. And the projectile bounces off shields, which is a massive shame, but it also means that you can go into the shield cones and have it bounce off the sides, which is crazy strong. The bouncing on the walls, as you can see here, is pretty unreal. It is definitely worth taking into consideration. It reminds me of the Space Invader, just here we have elemental damage and affliction like guaranteed, which is pretty crazy. The penetrating shots are something that I am a huge fan of. Love playing with weapons that damage through multiple opponents, because it gives me so much bite for the buck that it is unreal. But another very important thing with the Cocoa 45 is the unreal range on the weapon. It means there is like close to no damage reduction, because we have this 5,000 range on the weapon, which means that you can take out crazy things at a huge distance, and you don't really need to be that precise in regards to hitting them. I mean, of course, headshotting is always better, but because you have this affliction damage on top of your normal damage, you can do some pretty nasty stuff at range, which also makes this pistol a very, very cool weapon for your defenders. So all in all, I'm pretty impressed with the weapon. The fact that it bounces and passes through enemies at the same time is unreal, but look at what it doesn't do. It doesn't pass through riots. In fact, you can't damage riots from the front with this one, and it is very, very fun against smashers. The impact on it is pretty low, which means that it's not your ideal smasher weapon, but you can really see how the projectiles pass through the smasher here, bounce off the walls, and can come back to damage it again if you like nudge things a little bit. So the Cocoa 45, should you grab it absolutely. That was pretty much what I had to share in this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, thank you very much for watching.